It's happening, my wonderful and lovely people. Festus Keyamo tells EFCC, arrest Atiku in 72 hours or get sued. That's Keyamo. He wants them to arrest Atiku based on hearsay. A particular gentleman who says he has been Atiku's, aide, one of Atiku's aide while he was the vice president, has brought up a claim that Atiku and Olusegun Obasanjo, while they were the leaders of this country as president and vice president, did so many things that were unspeakable, taking over the wealth of the nation and so much more. And so today they have a different perspective as to who should be leading and what should be happening, saying, Atiku has no right to be going for presidential position based on blah, blah, blah. Based on this man's words, we see Festus Keyamo saying then EFCC should go and arrest them. So this is part of what is going on now, and every single one of us can see for ourselves. Anyway, my wonderful, lovely people, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe as we get all the details and understand what is really going on. Arrest Atiku in 72 hours or get sued, Keyamo tells EFCC. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Festus Keyamo San, has issued a 72 hours ultimatum to the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Festus Keyamo, has issued a 72 hours to the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, the Independent Corruption Practice and Other Related Offense Commission, ICPC, and Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB, to arrest the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Keyamo, who is the Director of Public Affairs of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, is in later date, January the 16th, signed by him, said Atiku should be arrested, interrogated, and prosecuted for alleged money laundering. He said also Atiku should be interrogated for the alleged crime against Code of Conduct for public officers, offense of conspiracy, offense of criminal breach of trust, and criminal misappropriation of Nigerians' fund. I take notice that this matter is of great national importance. I expect you to act with utmost importance now and sense of duty within 72 hours of receipt of this petition. Take further action that if you fail, refuse, or neglect the act, I shall be proceeding to court to compel you to act. The ball is in your court and Nigerians are watching and waiting. If EFCC and all the corruption management agencies do not do anything, you are going straight to court. Atiku does not enjoy immunity simply because he's a presidential candidate. In the letter signed by a correspondent, Keyamo cited one Mr. Michael, said to be a whistleblower, who released an audio clip on how Obasanjo and Atiku allegedly conducted themselves to use registered companies upon assumption in office to divert funds using trusted allies and stakeholders, directors to fend as their directors and saddled with began to sign phone money. These are people who do not share the values of the nation and so must be arrested immediately. I am waiting to see what will happen next. So that's Festus Keyamo, and if you know him very well, he's a Tinubu guy. This same man once said, Tinubu is not a good man. He should be arrested in the late 1990s. Nigeria returned to independent democratic setting in 1999. And guess what? This is what, Festus Keyamo took it upon himself and said, no, this guy must be arrested. In fact, he said this guy was not fit to be a governor. Talking about Alhaji Atiku, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu at that point in time. Today, Asiwaju is the golden child. Yes, this is the golden one now. So can you see the inconsistency among people who are telling you and giving you information? You can hardly find truth. Truth is no longer there. They are neither here nor there. Okay, they have all kinds of words, and so long as it does not align with them, that's when there's problem. If it aligns, then there is, all well and good. So these are some of the things that are happening. Says the Efcc should go after Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Are we saying Atiku is a saint? By no means. That's not where we are driving at. But you have to check the integrity of the person who is even asking for people's arrest. For if, the light is to be shone on some of these people, what you will discover, you see, in fact, you will pack from Nigeria and you will pack into the sea and say, you know what, nobody should bother me. I'm living on top of the sea. I want to stay on top of the sea. You go and build your house on top of the sea. You will build your house on top of the sea because you'll be so frustrated. You will not want to hear it. You build your house on top of the sea because why? You don't want to see anybody. That's how bad things are. That's how bad things are. So it is what it is. And if there's anything called change, if there's anything that is really going to be, being transformed and being changed, that time is now. Every single person must begin to, look at these things more carefully, and must begin to, check out these people who are saying, okay, arrest this person, arrest him. They themselves and their principles, have we gone through their own profile? Again and again, every single person have got, a right to their opinion. However, where is all this coming from? Where is all this coming from? Well, one young man says he was Atiku's ally, and Atiku did some things, and he feels that he owes upon his conscience to speak out, or his heart will not forgive him. How can he allow those who are destroying the country to become president, and he's speaking out? Fair enough. But the Keyamu that is speaking himself, before Port should call kettle black, Port has to first of all analyze himself and be sure that there is no iota of death in him. He must be sure that he is not black. You get me now. So my people, don't be deceived. Politicians will be politicians. Yes, it is what it is. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. We must speak out against every wrongdoing. God bless. Bye for now. Bye-bye.